3v3 Typhon Arena. Blue team is Pinkie as the Chaos Lord. Melee commander, very tanky, can walk through cover and cannot be suppressed. Alongside him, ILPRA as the Techmarine, can deploy turrets and pump out some pretty nice damage. And unlucky Noob as the Chaos Sorcerer. Fights in melee, offensive, has lots of disrupting abilities. Over on the red side we have Thanatos as the Apothecary, support hero, can heal as his default ability. Fights in melee, not the toughest though. We have Theodosios as another Chaos Sorcerer on the red team, and BuckLuvy as another Chaos Lord. 3 VPs as always. One at the bottom here, which is southwest, is contested. Usually have 2 players, or rather 4 players, fighting over it. One up here is natural for red, and one up here natural for blue. Corn worship speeding up the Chaos Lord there. BuckLuvy's Chaos Lord just gets away, bashing through a wall. Sorcerer uses his Doom Bolts, that's his starting ability. Heretics might be able to wipe. Nope, they do not chase the Chaos Space Marines in retreat. Instead going for this other squad. Might be able to take out a member in retreat, no. They retreat themselves, I'm not sure why. Doom Bolts. No. Blues can now cap bottom. 467 plays 500. Chaos fights Space Marines at top. Chaos Lord chasing off some tactical marines. Chaos Space Marines following. Double Chaos Space Marines for Pinkie. Heavy ranged infantry, though they are decent in melee. ILPRA going for tactical marines. Unlucky Noob going for dual Chaos Space Marines with these bright white colour scheme. Thanatos goes for dual tactical marines, heavy ranged infantry. Theodosios and BuckLuvy both going for dual Chaos Space Marines. So lots of heavy armour on the field. Chaos Sorcerer already has his Vestments of the Warp, allowing him to teleport. Incredibly useful war gear. Needs to be careful though, it's forced off in fact by all this ranged firepower. We have a turret down for ILPRA, shooting through the wall. Not sure if this is intended. It's a tarantula turret, which means it will suppress by default. Can be upgraded in tier 2, though you rarely ever see that upgrade. Chaos Sorcerer of Theodosios chasing off these Chaos Space Marines. Both Chaos Sorcerers have their Vestments of the Warp. Apothecary passively boosting the regen of all these units, which is why they have green hexagons below their feet. 461 plays 404, triple cap for blue. Red's trying to harass this power, I think. Chaos Sorcerer doing his job, teleporting in to disrupt this stuff. Has a very good special attack, the Chaos Sorcerer, knocking back stuff all around him, as you see there, if it's close enough. Heretics have their aspiring champion, which is a marine. They are forced off though. Havoc's on the field for Pinkie. Finally, some suppression. Thanatos has assault marines though, so they might just be jumped. Blues look like they're going to stop this power harass largely. Chaos Lord leading the line, needs support. Good job by Red, kiting and turning to engage. Kill the weak, misses everything, and the Chaos Lord goes down. Assault marines jumping right into the path of Havoc's though. Set up team with a heavy bolter, backed up by a bunch of stuff here. Jumped by assault marines. All these tactical marines can now move in. Reg trying to get around to perhaps take out this turret. Heretics forced off. The Heretics of Theodosios with their aspiring champion, a lot more jewelry in fact, I would say. Chaos Space Marines forcing melee on these heretics. And they are staying in the fight, gonna go down in retreat. Chaos Sorcerer has his Sword of Flame. This is Theodosios. Unlucky Noob. No weapon upgrade for him yet. Huge one in battle across this line. Looks like... no, still raging on. Nobody's backing down. Chaos Space Marines getting very low on health here for Unlucky Noob. They are forced off with one loss. Theodosios trying to take them out in retreat. No, doesn't attack. Havoc's dillying and dallying, forced off. Chaos Sorcerer being so annoying. Reds have the map control, I would say. 451 plays 308. These scouts are gonna wipe if they're not careful. Chaos Lord of BuckLuvy has his combi flamer. He's gonna try and wipe out this turret with the immolate ability. Should be able to do it. The Assault Marines won't knock him back because he's too badass for that. Dark Flames doesn't hit the Chaos Lord at all and he forced off. Took out the turret though. Good play from him. Pinkie Pie is up. Red team again pushing this central area to get to Blue's natural power here. No flamers, so it's going to take a bit longer. Oh, Chaos Sorcerer taking a big risk, teleporting into the center. Forced off in the end. Havoc's now set up. Here comes some Corn Marines for Unlucky Noob, who is tier 2 obviously. ILPRA the last to go. Red team have no suppression, so these double Corn Marines are going to be a pain to start off with at least. They themselves retreat after forcing off the red team. Heretics retreating right through a Havoc's line of fire. Amazingly only lose one member. Bottom is still blue despite ILPRA's turret going down. Mines are up. Oh, and hit that entire blob. That's from ILPRA's Artificia armor. Assault Marines jumped and they need to be careful now. Grenade launcher, heretics. Grenade launchers are a tier 1 upgrade for heretics. They lose their Doom Blast ability, but gain a pretty good ranged weapon. Allows them to disrupt also. These Chaos Space Marines of BuckLuvy are so low on health. Assault Marines might be able to take out 1 or 2 models in retreat. No, they just get away. Now jump the Heretics Delby Force off immediately. Still a 2-to-1 cap for blue. BuckLuvy getting dual Blood Crushers. Kind of a walker unit, but it's also a demon, so it regenerates health very fast. Not the toughest vehicle around though. Benefits from heretic worship since it is a demon. Chaos Lord trying to push top, but he's up against a fully upgraded Apothecary with Power Axe, Combat Stimulants and improved medical equipment, and he's lucky to get away. Has Lightning Claws himself, so he's going to be fearsome if he does get into melee range. Red's taking bottom, Blood Crusher stalking, another one on the way. Dual Blood Crushers could be very tricky for what blue have back down here. Unlucky Noob Sorcerer has the Rod of Warp Fire. Don't see this nearly as often as the Sword of Flame, but it's very useful war here. Apothecary forcing off all of this stuff. His Power Axe will be very nasty in melee up against Marines. We have Zinx Worship here, which cloaks units. Blood Crushers on the field for Theodosios, very powerful melee unit. This could be a huge engagement. Let the Galaxy burn. forcing off those units for the time being. Red's bashing his power. Sorcerer's jumping in, making the first move. Here comes support from Corn Marines. This is a huge fight. Double Blood Crushers are gonna be in huge trouble. One of them goes down already. Heretic worship on both sides, Corn worship and Tzeentch worship. Hard to tell what the hell's going on. Looks like blues are pushing them off pretty well. Scouts forced off, Theodosios forced off. Techmarine just hanging back and pumping bolter shots into the mix, getting his plasma gun now. Has his orbs of the Messiah. Looks like Reds are gonna win this engagement just. Bloodletters trying to take out this Blood Crusher, I think, but they're very low on health. Phase out so they can get away. Heretics white. Techmarine now in melee with Heretics. No, he isn't. They back off. Very big mistake. Trying to talc out Bloodletters in retreat. Managed to do it. Good decision in the end. Chaos Sorcerer goes down from unlucky Noob. Triple cap for red team. Blues lost a lot of stuff in that engagement. Blood Crusher healed up by the Corn worship. Chaos Sorcerer using his global ability to spawn Bloodletters. I forget what that thing's called, but it's very nasty. Corn Marines on the field for Theodosios. He also has a Chaos Dreadnought on the way. Chaos Walker vehicle starts off with a ranged autocannon, which does high damage to all targets and small AoE. Tier 3 for Thanatos. Blues taking back their natural. Pinkie Pie a bit thin in terms of units though. Thanatos can pretty much counter everything he has with the Assault Marines. Assault Marines lose tons of health, get off their merciless strike, and are going to lose members in retreat here thanks to Corn Marines. Get away with a single member. Havocs are still up and locking down this blob of Techmarines. Out, Lightning Claws, Chaos Lord fully kitted out with the Icon of Corn. Ouch. Chaos Space Marines forced off in the end. They sound no fear popped on these tactical marines, letting them get close to these Havocs. Trying to force melee. Will they get there without losing? Remember, they do. Chaos Dreadnought in the mix for red. Blood Crusher still alive. Not very often you see a Blood Crusher survive into tier 3. Another turret down from ILPRA. Its usefulness negated by the fact that there's 2 vehicles here. You should upgrade it, I think, but he doesn't have the power. Missile attacks trying to whittle down this Dreadnought. Triple cap again for red. It's all over for blues. Blood Crusher flanking the turret, uses his charge. He needs to be careful though. Also the Omnisar dodged by the Blood Crusher. Gets a missile hit though. Tzeentch Marines with their Infernal Bolts. Oh, Rod of Warpfire laying out that Chaos Space Marine squad flat, forcing them off. We have a Corn Shrine, which will spawn Bloodletters. Chaos Dreadnought getting the Mark of Tzeentch. Triple cap. 67 plays 222. Blue team have no chance. Havocs trying to lock down these tactical marines, and one squad goes down, I think. No, just gets away. Pinkie Pie needs help at the top. This is a problem many players have with this map. They get so obsessed with taking the bottom that they don't help the top where there are 2 VPs to cap. Blue team should have sent someone top, I think, to help out Pinkie Pie. As it goes now, it's 5-2-2-2-2 and it's gonna be a win for red. Good comeback after early turret shenanigans from blue. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and hang around a bit if you want to see the numbers.